a map is never final. People are constantly adding more context, more perspectives, adding more voices towards the representation of these places. And so for me, it feels like just a gentle, gradual improvement in the digital coverage of places in Africa. I was having dinner with friends, and my friend's dad asked me to show him my mom's house on the map. We all have the habit of looking up our home. The first thing we pick up a map. And so for me, that's something I had done before, and I knew that I could not find my hometown. It occurred to me that this was something that probably many people experience. I wanted to know what I could do about it. I spoke to the team, told them about Zimbabwe and 14 of the countries in the Southern Africa region that I thought would make an interesting place to represent on this platform. And so I borrowed a camera and went back home to Zimbabwe for the first time to do a pilot shoot where I just held the camera out of the window of my brother's car, and we drove around the city, and I came back. We had collected about 24 to 30 miles of footage. I was able to go back to Zimbabwe and do a larger scale project that took 2 weeks and covered about 2,000 miles of highways and attractions. When I went back to Zimbabwe to do this mapping project, I was doing this alone, and a week after I got to Zimbabwe, Google sent a film team that was documenting the behind the scenes of this mapping project. They were able to capture, some of the solutions that I'd come up with to mapping different locations, whether it was at Victoria Falls, flying over the waterfall in a helicopter and capturing 360 footage, using a speedboat on the Zambezi River, or just cycling across the Victoria Falls bridge. So some of those were ways to demonstrate how we could leverage this technology in unconventional places to really try and capture this imagery and improve the representation of those places. It felt empowering to be able to make that difference, to be able to make that connection and really make a difference in terms of the digital representation of my hometown and my country. It used to be that you look at a map and it is what it is. But as more people pick up these technologies, more people picking up these tools, maps become a confluence of perspectives. It's generally accepted that coverage usually begins from the United States and Western Europe of some of these products, and then it gradually spreads across the rest of the world. The pace at which that happens can be really slow. We are becoming increasingly dependent on location and navigation tools, from everyday service delivery to public health and safety, more so over the last couple of years, or at least over the last year. The most compelling thing for me is hearing from people who are using these images to help share a memory from their lives. I hear from people who say, I was able to show my daughter the home in which I grew up, I was able to show my kids the hospital in which I was born. Just being able to hear that people are using maps not just for navigation and finding places, they're using maps to make a connection, they're using maps to tell stories.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.